Hello everyone and welcome back to Sketch by Sketch. Today I'm doing just a quick little video. I'm not doing a voiceover, this is just me talking right now, so we'll see how this goes. It's a little bit interesting, I always want to do that, but I'm just home alone and had some time to actually record something, so I thought I'd just do a quick little video here. I drew this yesterday and I did it with my Artify markers. I got them over here. You guys have seen these before, use them all the time. And we're in a new ELO sketchbook, just started this, so lots of blank pages to fill. But, so I was looking back on this, I did it last night, like I said, and it looked a little plain, looked like it needs something. So I'm going to be teaching you guys today some things you can do to kind of dress up your art and make it look a little bit nicer, but quickly, and you don't really need a whole bunch of supplies. So I did this in markers. So something you can do if you've colored in markers and everything's looking a little bit flat is you can go with some colored pencils and add a little extra shading. So I have some colors right here. You guys know I have the 150 set, so I just pulled out one of the sleeves. And you're just going to pick some darker colors. You can go however light or dark you want. I like to start out with something that's not going to be like an extremely harsh contrast, but it's still going to add something extra, and you're going to reinforce those shadows. Just go in where you've kind of placed them with the marker and just reinforce them. I know I just said that, but you guys can see what I'm doing here. Just going in, coloring everything. And colored pencils lay really well over top of markers because markers don't really have any texture to them on the paper. They just lay flat. So these go really nicely. Something to keep in mind though, after you place the colored pencils down, you can't put marker over top of this because it's just a really weird texture and it's not going to work. So make sure you're done with the markers before you go in with these. Alright, and before I go on to anything else, I'll show you how to add the highlights, which I'm just going to grab this pink color. Don't think that just because this is red, you have to use only red colors to shade it with. Like I'm using pink, and I'll probably use some purple before I'm done with it. So just stay in the same color family, play around with those colors. Okay, where you want to highlight, just go super light. And because this has a real pigment to it, and it's really just drawing on top of the paper, the marker really doesn't affect it, you can get some neat highlights, and it really lays over that marker really nicely. See how that just kind of adds something. You can highlight the dress. I'm working on a video on how to draw clothing right now, so maybe if you guys could leave me a comment on like maybe a certain type of clothing you would like me to do in that video. I've almost got it done, so probably have to do a part 2 if you request in this video, but definitely want to hear that. Also, I'm still working on that Q&A video. I just don't have enough questions to really film it yet, so guys, please leave me some questions down below. Before we move on to our second tip, I'm going to go ahead and finish this up, continuing doing the same process. Finished up the colored pencils. I think it looks really nice now. Added a little bit what it needed, but if you're still looking for something else, my second tip is to go in with some gel pens or paint pens, whatever you have. So you have this gel pen right here, and then we have Posca pens, which I also like to use. So you just can kind of go in and add some extra highlights. This really can bring a lot to your drawing. I really like the way this looks always, and you see me do it a lot probably, and if you've watched any of my videos, I do like to go in with these pens and just add a little something extra. You don't have to be extremely precise on where this is going. I never really am because I don't really know exactly what I'm doing when it comes to highlighting. I just put it where I feel like it needs it, and I usually like the result. I would say is to not overdo it with these. You can definitely do too much, and that can make it look a little bit too bold and bright and you're going to notice them a little bit more. You just want this to be subtle and you can kind of add to the drawing. Now if you're wondering what I'm doing with my finger, I'm just kind of putting some of this on and then blending it out. Not all pins are going to do this because they all work differently, but I noticed that this one does do that, and I don't want these highlights on the hair to be so bright, so I'm just kind of blending them in. Alright, I think that's all I'm going to do here, but you could definitely do a lot more if you wanted to. My next tip for you would be go in and do a background. As you can see, I already did that yesterday. I wasn't planning on filming this video, so I didn't record it, but if you have a lot of white space, you can just go in, and I just added some circles, nothing too exciting. You can do that with the Artify markers, or if you want to change it up, I have some of these markers right here. These are a lot cheaper. They're just some little brush tip markers. I use them in my sketchbook to add a little something special to the page, and you could do that with colored pencils, really anything, maybe watercolor, whatever you want, but I usually choose to do it with markers. And my last tip, this may seem a little bit obvious, but sometimes just what your drawing is missing is a signature, so never forget to sign your work. My signature is always changing. It's been about the same for about a year now though. And so, yeah, that's sometimes just exactly what your drawing needs. Always remember to sign your work. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry for the talking. I know I'm not the greatest at it without doing a voiceover, but just wanted to come to you and share this. So hopefully this helped you. If it did, leave a comment down below. And don't forget to like this video, and please subscribe to see more videos from Sketch by Sketch. Thanks guys, bye!